Good evening, Zambia. Good evening, colleagues, comrades, countrymen, and women. We are so much excited to join you on yet another episode of Matomola TV, the People's TV. Today, as we promised, that we have an interesting, exciting, yet powerful guest in our studio, and we have him right here, Mr. CHELLAH TUKUTA, Zambia's #1 legendary photographer, number one in the game.
In the game, the baddest.
Yes, we are. I'm also joined by my usual staffer, Madam Pumulo, aka Queen Pumi, in the building. It's good to see California is represented. Simbo. So I'll hand back to her so that she can also do the introduction.
Yes. Welcome, guys. We are honored today to have the official photographer for our 7th incoming president of the Republic of Zambia, our special guest, CHELLAH TUKUTA. You are inspirational. We are so happy. We are honored. We are humbled to have you here. People were excited when we announced that you'll be joining us. They were looking forward to see you. So I'm sure at this time, I just want us to share in our pages so people can join in live. And then later, we'll be opening questions. We'll be taking questions from our followers to CHELLAH so we can address any of your concerns. But for now, let's just share, and then I'll hand over the floor to CHELLAH so you can have a few opening remarks.
Well, thank you so much. Before we even hand over to Comrade CHELLAH, we are going to play the song again to give you a chance to share in groups, as many groups as possible. So just under 15 seconds, you share in the groups that you want. And please let us know where you are watching us. Comment below. Let us know where you are watching us from. So we are going to give you 15 seconds to share as we play the song again. Sharing up. So right now, as we play the song. Share. Let's begin to share. Share. Let's share now. Okay, I think that they have shared now. They have shared. Comrade CHELLAH, good evening.
Good evening, Comrade Matomola. How are you today? Good evening, Madam Pumulo.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
No, thank you very much. It's good to be here. I've been hearing people saying, "Oh, we miss you on Facebook. We miss you on Facebook." Yeah, so it's good to be on Facebook for tonight, and then I'll go missing again.
You have been on the political sabbatical leave.
I'm on leave to let the people realize that we need this guy.
Yeah. You are right. You know, sometimes people have to realize your value when you are not there. Absence makes the heart go fonder, because I've seen some of the comments. They are very insulting, and people just think you are just a useless person. But now that you are not there, they see the value that you bring. And your absence on Facebook does not mean you are not working. You are working, but you are behind the scenes. So we appreciate you very much. And as Zambians, I would encourage us to, to build each other up, to encourage each other. There's a lot of negative criticism, negative energy in young men like such as CHELLAH or Matomola. I see you guys are being attacked when you are fighting for a country which is going to bring equal opportunity to all Zambians. So today I'm here to challenge all you young people who bring negative energy on social media to please stop and change. Things are wrong in this country and we need to fix that. And you need to support young, fearless, courageous men such as CHELLAH and Matomola. So I end here. Otherwise, I'm not happy. Some of the comments I see, young people, the youth, you have no jobs, you know, you have your degrees packed, but you are attacking people who are fighting for you, people who have the courage to do that, who are fighting them. What do you want?
Don't worry about
so
the
that's
insult.
my comment.
Don't worry about the insult. For me, for example, I'm used when people always talk, and the cowards are the loudest. They are the ones who, you know. But one thing I've always known in life is that when you stand up for something, you are standing up for a lot of people. You know, you're standing up for the cowards. What? And there are those, I call them keyboard experts. They are good at typing. So they can't see the good you're doing. When you've crossed the bridge or the river or the ocean, whatever, then they'll be like, oh, so actually this person was doing this for us. It's too late. But for me, what I always believe is don't do things because you want people to see or you want to get you know, favors from people or whatever. No, just do it because you believe in what you're doing. And the negative comments don't even affect me, because when I'm doing what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing. And I believe that I'm fighting for my country and I want the best for my country. So negative comments will always be there, but believe you me, they don't injure me or hurt me in any way, because I just look at people when they are saying, hey, blah, 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 they don't know. It's like what Jesus said, to say, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they're doing. You know, so people always talk. And the beauty is that when people are always talking and people are there to talk, it keeps you moving. Otherwise, if they don't talk, you won't be able to work, but you need them to talk. You need them to be there, yapping, talking, making noise. They say that dogs don't bark at stationary vehicles. Dogs only bark at the vehicle that's moving. When they see a vehicle moving, they don't even know why they're barking that dog. Because of that thing, they don't know why they're barking at that vehicle. It's because it has just seen it moving. So it just thinks, I just need to bark at this thing. So that's how life is. Yeah, so otherwise, I look forward to this interview. And yeah, so it's good to be here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, CHELLAH. I just want to add on to what you have just said. I would like to commend you. You have almost, I think, going on to 400,000 followers. That is not easy to achieve. It's through your followers is organic. You didn't have to undress or to do some of the things that people are doing to gain followers. It's through your mind. The people are following your mind, your commitment for a better Zambia. And also you combine your humorous side where you make us laugh through and che. And you know, there are controversial things about your post, but that is life, you know. We are all unique and we have to respect each other, however we are as different personalities. So I commend you for that. And I would like to end by saying some people, not even a dog can follow them. So how can you disrespect someone with 400 followers, you know?
Yes.
400,000. But busy keyboard, type. So we end here. Officially, I hand over to you, Matomola. You can kick the ball.
Yes. I think now what we want to ask from you, Comrade CHELLAH TUKUTA, is to find out first of all, when did you start working with the President Hakainde Hichilema? Because your working relationship with him is not for long, and Zambian people would love to know when you started working with him and how has it been with him from the time that you started till now.
Sorry, I don't know what has happened to Zesco. So I'm sure I don't know what has happened to Zesco. So I'm trying to see how do I fix this. So just hold on. Oh my goodness.
So as he's fixing that, you should let us know where you are watching us from, comment below, and if you have got any questions that you want to ask CHELLAH TUKUTA, this is the right platform. Please let us know where you are watching us from. I think the light is okay. We are able to see you now.
Are you able to see me?
Yes. I don't know what you are
They will not stop us.
Yeah, I know. I hope people are able to listen. But what I want to say is,
yes.
First things first. I was arrested last year in June. Okay, and then when I was in custody, that's when I learned a lot about who your true friends are. You know, I'm one person that has worked with different politicians. I've worked with President Lungu. I branded him. I did his photographs in 2015. I've worked with people like Dr. Nevas Mumba, President Michael Sata, and different figures as a photographer. But when I was arrested, one thing that really moved me was to see a person that people said is an evil man, is a bad man, is tribal, is what, that amongst all of them is the one who braved and came to see me, and that is Hakainde Hichilema. You know, I never saw Dr. Nevas Mumba come to see me from the time I had worked with him. I never, not even word from President Lungu, who had worked for and helped. I never saw any of these people that I can say, okay, well, you know, but, you know, the Bible says that I was thirsty, you gave me water to drink. I was hungry, you gave me food to eat. So when you come to know who your true friends are when you are in situations like that. And it was through that situation that I came to learn to say, okay, so this person they say is evil, this person they say is bad, is actually the one that came to see me. And that's Hakainde Hichilema. So they denied him access to see me, but whilst I was in custody, I was able to see him from the cell where I was. And I saw him, I looked at him, I shed tears. So I said, okay, fine. So now, when I came out, I posted on my page to say, I want to do a photo shoot as a way of saying thank you, because I'm a photographer and people love my photography and people know what my photography can do. You know, it's not blowing my own trumpet, but when I take photographs, you see that my photographs spark a lot of talk. And I just said, I'm going to contribute to this man, my photography. So he responded to my invitation. And I remember we did the photo shoot at one of the law firms and at his library and things like that. You know, we organized the photo shoot. And during that photo shoot, that was the 6th of August. I'll never forget. 6th of August, 2020. He said, Tukuta, I appoint you State House photographer, and I appoint you as my photographer. Wherever I go, you go with me. Wherever I step, you will step. That really moved me. And he lived up to his promise that all this period have been his photographer. And all this period is one person that appreciates my work. Now, one thing that I need Zambians to know is that Hakainde HLM loves to work with professionals, talented people, and people that are passionate. Above all, you have to be passionate. You know, he's got a level of intelligence that most people cannot understand. He is one person who he knows your abilities. He knows how far you can go and how far you can go. That is one of the gifts that he has. And people used to tell me, no, he's a tribal man. He's tribal, what, da, da, da. I've never seen those things. Till date, I've never seen those things. People say he's tribal. Well, I am his photographer, personal photographer. Let me take this time to boast. Presidential photographer. I have 24 hours access to this man. I chat with this man. Look, here's another thing. You'll find that there are certain things I'm not aware of what's going on social media sometimes. He will be the one to text me on WhatsApp and send me, have you seen this? He forwards me things before I even see them. So you find that he's very much ahead, and he's not just what's this? He's not he takes me as a young brother. Let me say that. He takes me as a young brother. He calls me Moicho, you know, and President Dichileva, I'm sorry for this, but you know, it's something that people don't know about him. He's a big brother. So the relationship I share with him is not just that of a boss. No. Yes, I respect him as my boss. He's my boss, and that's yes. But you find that himself, he takes me as his young brother and says, "My young brother, if there's anything affecting me, you'll say, what's wrong? Are you okay? Are you fine?" He'll always check up on you, huh? That's how he is. He will check up on me. If he finds a missed call from me, he will return the phone call. If I need something from him, I'll tell him and he'll tell me, okay, this, and then he will tell me about my efficiency. If he needs me to do an assignment, I'll do that assignment for him. And that is the kind of relationship that we have. And then working with him as a photographer, you find that we have this chemistry that's working out very well. So there's this chemistry that's working out very well. And what is this chemistry? This chemistry is where, when I'm with him, he knows to say, okay, Tukuta loves pictures like this. So you find that even himself is comfortable when he sees me, when he knows that I'm around, you know? So you find that when you're working with a leader like that, it becomes easy because he knows what you want. You know that he's going to respond to you as a photographer. And that is what makes great images, because people think what makes great images are just poses, you know. But there is more to photographs than what people see, the final product that people see. So all I'm trying to say is that there is a chemistry, and the background to working together is that this stranger that people used to paint black, you know, people that used to say he's evil, is the stranger that came to me in a time that was very trying for me. And he became family to me, such that I'm close to his kids, I'm close to his wife, I'm close to his family. I can walk into his residence anytime. So when people talk about tribalism, I don't know where they get it from. I don't know. You know, some people just hallucinate things. They just imagine things. I want to make this clear. If you are not straightforward, you can't work with Hakainde Hichilema. If you are not straightforward, you can't work with him. If you are crooked, you can't work with him. So those that have been crooked have failed to work with him. That's why you've seen them go now, start insulting him and calling him all sorts of names. Yeah.
Yeah. So based on that, some of us who have had an opportunity, okay, to interact with him, meet with him, talk with him. He knows you personally, knows me personally. We have got a different perception towards him. But the general public, they have this question that I'll ask you. And the question, HH is not an open person. HH is a closed-minded person. He's closed. He's not open to the public. It's hard to reach him. What would you tell the Zambian people what the kind of a person that he is? Is he open? Is he closed-minded, as people say that people can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Hakainde Hichilema, as he calls himself, he's a village boy. Okay, he's a village boy. But I'll tell you, like any person that's been disappointed a lot of times, you find that he is human, and you have to gain his trust. Okay, so you find that once Hakainde Hichilema trusts you and takes you as his friend, don't let him down. Okay, he's a very open person. He's a very open person. For me, I feel for him because Hakainde is one person that loves people. You understand? When you are at his house or when you are with him, he's the one that asks you, offers you if it's drink, if it's what. He opens his arms. And he's not one person that's going to judge you based on what the world has judged you or based on what people have said about you or what. He gives you an opportunity to, he gives you an opportunity to be you. So if you mess up, it's you to mess up. And you see, that's why for people like me, most people will not understand when someone insults Hakainde Hichilema or they say something about Hakainde Hichilema, like that woman. You'll find that it hurts me because that's not who he is. If you find the likes of Kambwiri talking all that nonsense about Hakainde Hichilema, it will hurt me because I know who he is. Now, here is the thing. As a young person, as CHELLAH, I believe in certain things, principles in life. Okay, I've got certain principles. I've got certain things that I believe in. So you find that as a person that's got certain principles and certain beliefs, okay, I don't just move with money. Now, here's the thing. The general public always says, Hakainde Hichilema wakaso. Hakainde Hichilema doesn't release money. Like you said, it's closed. No. Let me tell you something. Hakainde Hichilema is a very generous man. That is my testimony. Okay? How do I testify to that? I'm one person who uses initiative. And I use it. So, I print some, I'll give you this example. I print a photo book for him, okay? Or I print some framed images for him. I just use initiative. From the pictures I've taken, I use initiative. I deliver to him. So for example, I spend, let's say, 1,000 kwacha. Then it gives me maybe 5,000 kwacha. Isn't that more than profit? Okay. So what is the thing here? I am using initiative. I am working. So he's rewarding me based on my work. You get the point? So he's one person that believes in working, in hard work. So lazy people, the problem is that the culture in Zambia is that we are used to receiving things without working for them. No, that is nonsense. Sorry for using French, but that is nonsense. The problem is that we've entertained the lazy culture and we feel we are entitled. So I'm entitled to Hakainde Hichilema's money. Go to hell. You're entitled to his money. He worked for it. Okay. So you find that if you work, if you're a hard worker, you will enjoy Hakainde Hichilema. If you're a hard worker, you will enjoy Hakainde Hichilema. That I can guarantee you. If you work hard, if you are committed, if you are trustworthy, you will enjoy Hakainde Hichilema. Okay, that is my testimony for me.
Yeah, thank you so much, comrade. Those who are just joining us on YouTube, those who are following us on Facebook, please comment below. Let us know where you are watching us from, and also just drop your comment on the questions that you love to ask CHELLAH TUKUTA, because what we are going to do now here is we are going to read out some of your comments so that we can read them and get to know your questions or contributions. Madam Pumulo, you have got something to say?
Yes. So I just want to contribute to what CHELLAH said about hard working. I think Zambians as a culture, we have a mentality of receiving free things, you know, and this culture has to end. It has to die. We see even in our families, people are just entitled to receiving things without working for them, you know. So we have to build a culture of teaching people how to fish, not giving people fish every time. And that's where our honorable HH is coming from. He's a businessman. What he has, he worked hard for it. He built his business empire. He's a rags to riches story. So I just want to add on to what CHELLAH said, like as Zambians, we have to change our mindset from being just always having a handout, you eat and then tomorrow you want another handout. No, you have to earn a livelihood. You know, we have people who are 30 years old, 40 years old, they have no effort to do nothing. I know there are no jobs in Zambia, but try to do something. The initiative, tomato, where I am here, I used to sell everything. Ice block knowledge tisha, salaula knowledge tisha, fiance. I used to make cakes. As a result, I always had money coming in. There's never a day I slept hungry. So that is the culture that we are trying to promote. Be self-reliant. Try to do something. Don't always have your hand out. HH has worked hard for his money. There is no way you can compare him to people who are taking money from the Bank of Zambia coffers and distributing that money to money they haven't worked for, at the expense of medical drugs and all other important basic needs that we need as a country. They are handing out this money for free. So you cannot compare thieves, people handing stolen money, to someone who is an economist. He has a balance sheet. He has to track his money, where it's going. He tracks his profit and loss. He knows how much profit he's made. He knows how much money he has to spend, depending on how much profit he has. That is a businessman. So we also have to learn. And why I'm saying this is because most of Zambian population, their voters now, they are youth. So they are able to understand all these things. You know, you guys, you are all educated. The base of the Zambian voters is youth who are educated. So we should discontinue, end this mindset of receiving. Hakainde is not going to dip in his whatever profit he has made to give people money for free. For what?
Yeah. Yeah. No, thank you so much. You have spoken so well. Then I want to also much who CHELLAH TUKUTA is. People that have come to know you from the political side. Some they know you from the perspective of being a photographer. There's also a section of people that know you from the issue that happened with the other and stuff like that. But I want to just give you, a 2 minutes to just explain to somebody who is meeting you for the first time, who is CHELLAH TUKUTA from the professional background. Okay.
Okay.
CHELLAH TUKUTA is from the professional background.
Okay, so CHELLAH TUKUTA was born in Chingola, first things first, and I went to Kasenda Primary School in Kasama. That's where I started. And went to Mpelembe Primary School in Luansha, went to Luansha Boys, and after Luansha Boys, the Ranger Boys. After that, I wanted to aspire religious things. So I went to, so I trained as an psychologist, philosopher. I've done philosophy, psychology, and political science in the US. Okay, that's what I trained. And then I came back to Zambia. I was at Zika, where I went to pursue Association of Certified Chartered Accountants, ACCA, at Zika's. But whilst I was in the US, my passion for photography started because I've grown up in the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church is the one that supposed me even to go outside. And so, whilst I was growing up in Luansha, I used to hold the camera for the church, taking pictures for the church. And from there, that interest in taking photographs became a part of me. But when I went to the US and I saw the image of Africa, it challenged me because I wanted to tell a different narrative. You know, others are using our photographs in Africa. And that challenged me, and I said, no. I came back, and when I came back, I started whilst studying at Zika's, I was pursuing photography, which was also helping me to pay for my school fees. So whilst pursuing ACC, I was doing photography and I was shooting street photography. I focused on street photography because there was a void, there was a space. A lot of people are just focusing on weddings, kitchen parties, and other events. I focused on street photography. I started doing fashion photography on the street. And I just all out with photography because that is the passion. That was what was upon my heart. So even the accounting thing, no, it wasn't working out for me. I was doing it because, you know, the thing was that there are three things people follow in life. Either you follow your passion, money, or fame. When you follow money, when there is no money, the rest dies because you have followed money. You don't survive. when you follow the fame, when there's no fame, when people are not liking your posts on Facebook or what, you give up. But when you follow your passion, money and the fame automatically follow you. So that has always been my principle, to follow my passion and be, consistent, then fame and money follows. So I'm one person that has never had time to start sponsoring a Facebook page or what. No. People have always people have always said CHELLAH TUKUTA is a great photographer. There will be 2 or 3 or 10 people, 20 or even 100 people that would disagree with that. But that is their opinion, because some people will choose to hate you. They've never even met you. So someone who's meeting me for the first time, they've just said about CHELLAH TUKUTA. They say, oh, this guy is an arrogant guy. You've never met me, for crying out loud. For Christ's sake, you've only seen Matomola on Facebook, and what you think is, hey, Matomola, no, excuse me. You've never met me in person. So why are you judging me? So people will judge you because they've never even met you. They've never even seen you. They just see who you are on social media and they take that's it. And there's a problem in this country where people recruit others to hate others. So sorry to say, I will use this year one's language to say you're an idiot. If you follow people, your friend just tells you, Matomola is mad. I don't like him. You also get recruited in disliking Matomola. No, you're an idiot, you're a fool. You understand? You need to know, okay, why is this person saying this is about Matomola? Okay, who is Matomola? Then you get to know who Matomola is. Then you get to understand, okay, so Matomola is this kind of a person. So there are people that you find that, okay, this one just wakes up today and writes a blog post about CHELLAH TUKUTA, right? Because they want likes. Because when you talk about CHELLAH TUKUTA, you will get likes on this, some of these sleeping to my pages. They just wake up, they think, okay, when you call him Meno, you call him what? You get likes, what, and people start, so they know to say, okay, TUKUTA is a brand, CHELLAH TUKUTA is a brand that I have built over time. And people don't realize that I've been in photography for more than 20 years, but they've only come to know now because of the different events that have happened. Okay, that's when they come to know, oh, okay, I am one photographer that has represented Zambia in more than 56 countries in the world. Okay, I have traveled to more than 56 countries in the world as a photographer. Okay, and it's because of the dedication. So I put aside all my academic qualifications, whatever it is, and just followed photography because that was where my heart was, and that's where my heart is. I love cameras. I love photography. So most people have said, I've created a career out of photography. Today, young Zambians can talk of being photographers because of people like CHELLAH TUKUTA. I've had friends who started photography brands back in the days. They've gone back to work. They've gone back to apply for employment, for jobs, what? And some people used to think I'm mad. But here I am, Matomola. You look at me. I'm a photographer with a very big CV. For example, I am working with one of the big people in the world. One of the big people in the world, Akainde Hichilema, as his photographer. You understand? So I've made a career out of my talent, out of my gifting. A lot of young people are lacking one thing: being consistent and being patient. The problem is that you want to begin today and tomorrow you're on top. No, I am one photographer that has worked with a lot of international artists. I have done a lot of international events. I have covered Idols Essay. I have covered The Voice. I have covered a lot of big events, both locally and internationally. You understand? I am the only photographer that photographed or photographs the World Summit in South Korea. Photography Indaba in France. I won. I became the first photographer to represent Africa in France at the fashion photography Indaba, in Ethiopia, in Nigeria. I have taught more than 10,000 young African photographers on this continent. You know, allow me to blow my own trumpet today, because this is your platform. If I was doing it on my platform, if I was doing it on my
It's so impressive. Blow it. We need to hear. They need to know. Some of these so they need to know that you are a well-accomplished young man. You are a professional. You are not a slay king or a kada or a slay queen. You know, you are a professional.
Yes.
Money will start following you.
Yes. So when people see you it's because the culture that we have in this country is that people think, you know, if I were a bootlicker or someone that had no values or principles, I would be working with the PF, because those are the people with the money that they've stolen, for example, isn't it? I would have gone there. You understand? But I'm a professional, and then I meet a professional in the name of Hakainde Hichilema, and I choose to work with a professional. I worked with President Lungu, but when I compare the two, I can tell you this: when I compare the two, you can't compare Hakainde Hichilema with President Lungu Wufi. I am one person. I'm talking from experience. Hakainde Hichilema is straightforward. The other one, okay. The other one, that is the way it is. Hakainde Hichilema, you don't. Look, Hakainde Hichilema doesn't have to drink alcohol for you to have a conversation. No, he's a sober man. He's a sober man. He makes decisions as a sober man. Okay. Some people support these leaders. They support these leaders because they just see them on TV. I have worked with all these leaders. I have worked with look, I've worked with them. So when I'm talking to say, okay, Hakainde Hichilema is this, the other one is this, I know what I'm talking about. In comparison of the two, Hakainde Hichilema is a very sober man. Hakainde Hichilema is one person I can go to who have a normal conversation, sober conversation. The other one, there has to be influence of oh yeah. When he's sober, you can't have a proper conversation, for example, right? So I am one photographer that has traveled this world. I have covered different international artists in Nigeria. In Nigeria, when you go to Nigeria, you talk about Zambia. A lot of young photographers in Nigeria, they will tell you the influence, the impact that CHELLAH TUKUTA has taken to Nigeria, for example, in photography. But here is the thing, because in Zambia, we have this jealousy, sickness, this bitter tendency of hating someone you don't even know. People be saying, "Kala yumfaka kene, aliva boastful or shiny," you know, things like that. But the truth is that you find that in other countries, you are celebrated more than you are celebrated in your own country. And the truth is that in Zambia, we don't know how to celebrate our own people. That is the more reason why you see a person like Hakainde Hichilema that has achieved so much as a Zambian, you begin to hate him. You don't even know why you hate Hakainde Hichilema. Why you patafe? Because he's successful. He's doing better than you. He's achieved more than you. Instead of you being, you see, in other countries, when they see that you're successful in an area, they'll begin to see, okay, how can I get close to this person? How can I learn from this person? How did they manage to become this wealthy or to become this successful in this field, in this area? I am one person who chose not to judge Hakainde Hichilema, but to get close and learn how does he do business. Believe you me, the things I have learned from him, when I start applying those things, you will see a whole different CHELLAH TUKUTA photography brand. Because I'm learning, I'm slowly learning, and I'm learning a lot. But other people choose to say, Iyom Kwai. They just hate him. There are people, young photographers, instead of them saying, how does CHELLAH manage to be where he is today as a photographer? Okay? How does he manage? Let me get close. How do you do photography? How do you do your business of photography? What is it that you can pick from CHELLAH? But you choose to put a block, to put a wall between yourself and CHELLAH TUKUTA. And do you think that, oh, by hating CHELLAH TUKUTA, what are you going to do? You're not achieving anything. You hate, you don't know why you're even hating. There are people who are saying, hey, CHELLAH TUKUTA arrested, CHELLAH TUKUTA who wrote it down, hey, CHELLAH TUKUTA, my friend, you don't even have a clue of CHELLAH TUKUTA's life. You've just chosen to hate him. So the sickness and the problem we are suffering from as Zambians is that we tend to hate people who we don't even know. For what reason we don't even know. You just choose to hate someone because that's what.
Yes.
And
yes. That is well explained. I have a lot of comments from and I'll give Madam Pumuro to read.
Okay, Matomola, your signal is bad. Your phone line?
Matomola signal is very bad.
Your signal is very bad. Can you maybe log off and come back? Your signal is very bad.
Very bad.
Yes. So, CHELLAH, I actually want to agree with you with what you said about in Zambia, we don't celebrate success, but instead in Zambia, we demonize success. When we see success, they start saying, where is a Satanist? But when someone is poor, people are comfortable being poor in Zambia. It is wrong. We have to change that mindset. In the West, they teach us, associate yourself with progressive people. If you associate yourself with the people who are non-progressive, you will be stuck like that for the rest of your life. So if you see someone being successful, such as yourself, a well-accomplished photographer, people should come to you and ask you to say, how did you do this? How did you get there? And then you can tell them your tricks. So guys, Zambians, our youth, let us get out of this mindset of being comfortable, being poor. We have to be uncomfortable. Like all of us must be like, I want to be like CHELLAH. I want to be like HH. If you have nothing, how did HH get where he is? It was not an overnight success story. So that is, I wanted to contribute that. And then also, CHELLAH, do we see you opening a TUKUTA art gallery? I know you have, you know, I am so humbled and so impressed with the vastness of your work, your artwork. So for me, I would like to encourage you, I don't know if you have a plan, to open an art gallery in Lusaka where we can come and tour that facility and you can also sell your artwork. So I think this is just me thinking now. I'm like, oh my God, maybe in Zambia we can do that. I don't know if you have something is in place.
Yeah, because you know right now, and I'll tell you my participation in politics. This is the reason why I am participating in politics, because the country's economy is in a mess, right? So we want Bali to come and fix it. So when Hakainde Hichilema fixes it, the environment will be conducive for us to open an art gallery, an institute of photography, the CHELLAH TUKUTA Institute of Photography, where I'll be teaching photography, where we are going to have other photographers from outside the country come and teach young photographers. We can hold workshops. The environment as at now is not conducive under the PF regime, because if CHELLAH TUKUTA today opened an art gallery or an institute of photography, the PF thugs will come and burn it down.
You are right.
They'll come and burn it down. But we want to have a president that will come and bring sanity and order, so that when there is order, because right now you have no sense of security in your own country, you know. But when Hakainde Hichilema, from the person that I know that he is, there will be order, you know. And right now young photographers can't buy equipment because the dollar rate is something else, you know. The dollar rate is something else. The cost of doing business is very high. So we want, and that is the reason why I've participated in politics, because politics affects everyone, because politicians make the decisions. You know, people say, you are a photographer, stick to photography. You are mad, you are crazy. I buy equipment in dollar. I am affected. The economy doesn't choose whether you're a photographer or you are a what. The economy doesn't choose. The economy hits everyone. So when in salary, no, this one is a photographer, this one is an engineer. No, and that is the problem we have in this country. Young people think, oh, because this one is this profession, let them stick to that profession. Don't participate in politics. Excuse me. You are affected by politics because the people that make the decisions in this country are politicians. They are the policy makers, you know, and the policies that this government has made are terrible, you know. So why would I sit back? I want to be remembered as a photographer that put his tools down, that put his career aside and fought for his country. That is what I want to be remembered for. To say I did not put my selfish interests first, because if I had wanted, I would have gone to be taking pictures of PF. I would have been working with the PF, but I don't want to side with the people that are oppressing the majority Zambians. I don't want to side with the people that are promoting tribalism. I don't want to be on the same side with the people that are bringing about division in the country, thuggery. No. That is not me. That is not me. I have things that I stand for. And that's why you can't see me be inspired by people like Bakambwiri. No sense of direction in life. No, I want you to know that even if you say, oh, CHELLAH TUKUTA this, CHELLAH TUKUTA has a sense of direction. He knows where he's heading. He knows where even my followers might know to say, okay, he's taking us in this direction. You know, so you will see that institute, you will see that gallery coming up. Very big.
I'm looking forward. And you know, I'm an educationist. I'm a teacher by profession, so I'll be right there with you, helping you in the classroom, God willing.
We can't wait for that.
No problem.
Yeah. So anyway, Matomona, can I just make a last comment on what CHELLAH said? He brought up two things that I picked up is like how we want to be remembered. as young people? Like, what legacy do you want to leave? Which side of history? Zambia, we are at a very critical time. Like, this is the most important election in our lifetime that we are going to live through. And myself, that's why I'm here day and night. I've sacrificed a lot of things to make sure that this change happens. So I'm appealing to all young people, forget about the 100 kwachas they are giving you. Fight for a better Zambia, which will bring opportunities for everyone. This Tagari, I also want to mention that today we saw a young musician being attacked by PF cadres because he did a song for UPND, and we are here to condemn that act. They attacked the young man and left him for dead. We have not seen any arrests, and this is what we are saying, guys. Tomorrow it's that guy attacked. Today is that guy. Tomorrow it's you and me. We have to join forces. We have to be vigilant in our communities. If we see such a crime being taken, everyone has a cell phone, a smartphone, take picture, capture evidence. If those people are not brought to book today, the end is near. We are almost at the finish line. Those culprits will have to face consequences of their action. So I'm just encouraging anyone, please monitor. Our security level now should be high. We are supposed to capture any violent activity, take a video. We shall use it. We are less than 2 months away from election. I also want to mention the accidents that are happening. We have lost a lot of lives in road traffic accidents in the last few days. So I would just like to repay my last respects to all the families who have lost loved ones and all the people who are struggling for their life in the different hospitals. You know, I feel goosebumps. I want to cry. I don't know what's happening. Like, it's I don't know. The devil is on the loose. We have to pray, people. We have to pray. It's not a coincidence. We are facing some dark forces in our country at this time. And it's important that we just pray and commit our country into God's hand as we go to this election, because it's too much, you know. So I end here. You can take it, or you can take it off, Matomola.
Yeah, am I audible now?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay, so we really want to thank you, Comrade CHELLAH. It has not been easy. You've sacrificed time in your schedule to come and feature on Matomola TV. For those who have been watching us on Facebook, on YouTube, we really thank you for your support. Please, what you are going to do is just to share this broadcast to as many people as possible. And tomorrow we are also going to be on Elias Musha's page, Wakwetu TV. That's where we are going to be. That's where we are taking the revolution there. The other day we are going to have another person. But many things have been spoken. Hope you have learned a lesson or two, okay, from the life of this grand photographer that we have. You know, it is important that sometimes you learn who these people are beyond the political lenses. And that is the reason why we thought we could have this discussion. Because if he is there posting on his page about his CV, you think that's a posting. But now you've heard it for yourself. These people that you see, you know, a lot of people think that many of us, we are just cadres and we do not have professions. Like, we are disgruntled, you know, you don't have anything to do, so you just wear a beret and you start supporting UPND. But they don't know that it is actually the cause and the passion to liberate Zambia that makes people like TUKUTA to sacrifice. Because if you wanted, you could have just said, yeah, why am I bothering myself with politics? Let me just continue with my photography, which is well paid. So, comrade, we really salute you and we wish you well in everything that is going to happen to you, good and bad. Okay, we are going to continue to be in solidarity with you and President Akande Chilema and the UPND. I think from here we are going to end with, did you manage to peruse through one of the comments in the comment section?
Yes, yes. So most people, they are just saying they are very happy to see CHELLAH. They are very, very happy. They are like, good to see you. You should show up more. And they are watching from, Golden says, watching from Kitwe. CHELLAH TUKUTA is a very good man and strong man. God blessings to you all. And Peter Mwila says, indeed, professional must be respected very much. Imagine grade 12 failure being appointed as DC. Where are the qualified people? Honorable Monga says, young Zambians must be ready to learn every day, all the time, than castigating others. This can help us. And then Oswald Vesa says, I'll never stop supporting UPNDHH. My blood is in the real red. Focus, Imwe. And greetings from Namibia. So it's positive vibes, guys. It's positive vibes.
Yeah. So thank you so much. From this end, we sign out. We sign out. Forward.
So we stay on. We are going to stop the live, but we can stay on. Love you guys. Follow Tukuta photography. Follow Matomola. We have to consolidate our pages so that if we share something, we can all see the information at the same time. Follow and share, like both pages. Love you guys.
We still have those phones, eh? These
Yes.
phones, Friday we are announcing who is going to win to go away with this. Techno, come on, and this one. So continue subscribing to our YouTube channel, following our Facebook pages, then you stand a chance to win this.
People are not sleeping. They are winning to dreaming, dreaming to win the phone.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, guys. Okay. See you tomorrow. We are live here. Actually, we are hosting Bakwetu TV on Matomola TV. So Bakwetu is coming to Matomola TV tomorrow. It's going to be huge, guys. I'm so excited. See you tomorrow. Love you.